Welcome back, guys. Playing some more Bloons Tower Defense. I've put out probably 3 videos for boss arenas, and I probably have about 3 more I can do. So I decided to take a little bit of a break from that and put out some BFB Colosseum here. So I'm playing a couple really good players back to back here, and so I just decided to kind of show you that. I kind of cherry picked it. When I play really good players, which doesn't actually happen that much, because I haven't been doing that much, just grinding over the last probably 2 weeks, so I really have not met that many good players, like really good players. So when I do, I just tend to start recording, although often I have so little storage on my computer that it runs out before the game finishes, so that's kind of annoying when that happens, especially if it was a good game. So we're in Inkblot here. It's one of the trickiest maps to play. I don't know. In many ways, it's trickier than Pool, because the spots, I don't know, it's pretty close to Pool. The spots aren't that good here. Similarly to Pool. At least with Pool, you kind of have consistent spots. You can put a lot of towers between the 2 lines in the middle, between the two pools, the empty one and the full one. Here, you just can't fit that many towers right in the middle, so you kind of have to have some on the outside, which just makes them not quite as good. And then the Scent Balloons have an extremely short path here. You can see how quickly that's going by, so it gives you very little time to react, and it also means that they're just going to get down there quicker. So battles tend to end pretty quickly here, especially if both players are using farm. So he put down the Spike Factory down at the bottom, which is an interesting strategy. I really haven't seen that many people using it, especially really good players. I don't know, it's an interesting use of it. It's mainly just to kind of keep some of the leaks from going through, but I mean, it's $700 to buy it, and then he's upgraded a couple times, so it's got to be $1,400 at least. So that's just not a great use of money, I wouldn't say, especially if I'm rushing him. It's not doing anything there, and so he's gonna have to boost anyway, which is just kind of, obviously not the best thing since he lost almost all of his lives and he had to boost anyway. So I'm getting a cannon up here, making sure he can't do the same thing to me. I could just get a bunch of Star Monkeys up, but if he sends leads, then I'd kind of be in trouble. So just getting that up, kind of playing a little bit defensive. I've got the lead right now, and I'm going to send my fun lead and pink rush. He's going to be in a bit of trouble here if I have enough money for it, and yeah, those evidently don't go through. So good for him, he got it. Evidently that tower at the bottom did do something, so maybe I should just eat my words. He's being smart here. He sent me blacks. He sees that I have that bomb tower, knows that it can't pop it, but almost always with farms it ends round 13, so over there he just kind of rushed me a little bit early, wasn't prepared for round 13 defensively or offensively, so I took him out. Playing against this guy, he's previous #1, doesn't necessarily mean that he's still good, but he was pretty good when I played him. So starting out with the same strategy here. He actually went with the dart before the farm, which is just not great. I mean, it just starts you off at a disadvantage, and there's really no real advantage. I can see a tiny advantage to getting the farm, getting the dart, and then upgrading the farm, because you're going to leak, or you're going to have like 4 balloons less to get to your attacks, depending on how long the map is, but it's just not worthwhile. I know it's kind of specific, but it can make a big difference when you start behind on eco right at the beginning, because there aren't going to be that many many times you can get a little bit of an advantage. So when you can get that little bit of advantage at the start, it can make a big difference. Or if you're just starting behind by a little bit every single game, it's going to be a problem. Um, so I thought for sure he's going to disconnect here. He got that in 6 seconds, but he reconnected, so that's good. Got to finish the game here. It wouldn't have been exactly a great game just to show you the first 7 rounds of that, 6 rounds. So he's doing a good job putting the pressure on me. Round 7. Could have definitely taken more lives off me if he kept on Sunny Blacks. But I think a lot of really good players just tend to not like to send. They like to send maybe a couple sets of pinks or something like that, and that just doesn't necessarily. It's not like you can do something good with that, but if you are willing to invest more, you can continue to put pressure on them and really take the advantage. So he just barely managed to get that engineer up, get the ability, and stop that rush. Could have easily just put down Dart Monkeys, put down 5, and he would have been able to defend that without losing any lives. Or losing very minimal lives, but he decided just to put that down. I guess he wanted to make some money. I'm not exactly sure why he didn't just go with darts. He was just trying to be cool. I'm not sure. But the weakness to the engineer, this ability here, is just mass balloons. Because it does have a cooldown eventually. I think it's after maybe 2 just immediate refreshes, it has a little bit of a cooldown. And it's just not going to be quite perfect. So you can be smart about that and use that to your advantage. Especially when he really does not have any other towers. He's got that 1 box at the end, but I know that I took a fair amount off of that the first time. So I'm going to kind of gear up for a rush here. I'm not going to spend too much. I'm getting a decent amount of eco for it, which is one of the really, really nice things about zebras. Especially if you don't make them regen zebras, they're going to really not cost you that much. I mean, they're relatively expensive, but you get fairly good eco for your cost. So, trying to get at the jug here, is boosting, and take him out. Right there. So, good game, close game. He was maybe ahead of me a little bit by farms, but I was way ahead of him on eco in general. So, fun game against a really good player. So, I'm playing here. This is one of my favorite maps. I have a lot of maps that I really enjoy playing on. I think it partly just depends on my mood and what I'm feeling like. But I almost always enjoy playing on Snowy Castle. And also Icy, whatever. The one with all the just blobs of ice. I don't know what it's called. Ice Flow? Yeah, that's what it's called. Those are probably my 2 favorites. Besides maybe like Bloon Cave, I really enjoyed that. It's a boss arena. It doesn't come around that often, so I kind of enjoy it when it comes. When it's around. So, pretty boring game right here at the beginning. He's going with some eco. I'm going with some mixed eco here, which I really love to do. I used to be a pure eco player, or just Bloon eco. The main thing that was holding me back was I just hated just clicking all of those dang bananas. So when we got the banana farmer a couple months ago, I started using farms, and I really think it makes a difference. Practically, even if it's just not, besides just not being annoying to have to pick them all up, you can upgrade your towers a little bit quicker if you have that, because you can just be ready to click it. You don't have to click the banana and then upgrade it. Also, Some rounds, like round 12 here, or round 13, a couple of them are really short, and so a ton of bananas come out, and if you're trying to sell, sometimes you just can't if you don't have a banana farmer, because they're just going to be a pile of bananas right on top, and they're just going to keep on spawning. You're going to just keep on clicking, and you're going to be clicking the bananas and not the farm, so you can't really sell it. So that's definitely an advantage of banana farmer. So yeah, I enjoy going mixed because you can tend to get an advantage either way when you go mixed if you play your cards right. I guess that was a little bit of an accidental pun about card battles. Not really though. Anyway, so just kind of keeping the pressure on the opponent while using any excess money you have to buy farms. It's really good because you can start out and you can get an advantage on someone who's using balloons or just pure balloon eco. That looked like that went through, but it didn't, I guess. Because you can get that farm right at the beginning, and you can get the 60 3 times a turn or whatever it is, which gives you a pretty decent advantage over someone who's just going with pure balloon eco. So this guy, I'm trying to get him to build some dart monkeys. I'm expecting that he'll be able to deal with whatever I send at him, but he's not, so I'm going to send him a BFB. I'm still really far ahead of him, so I just figured I'd put some pressure on him, see what I can do to him, and luckily I'm paying at least a little bit of attention, and I managed to boost there right before it takes me out. So I got down to 3 lives, which is pretty close. I got down to 1 life in another battle the same day, actually. I mean, actually twice. 1 battle, I came back both times and won it. That was pretty fun. Doesn't happen that often. So I really hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, then you can subscribe or whatever, just to see some more content from me. And I hope to see you back in another video.